Today, I hope to accomplish 3 things. Number 1, I want to help you think differently about New Year's resolutions. Number 2, I want to suggest 3 areas of life that is universal to all of us that we all need to focus on. And number 3, I want to do everything that I can to help you reach your God-given potential. So we're talking about resolutions. A resolution is when a person resolves to change an undesired trait or behavior. For example, I need to stop biting my nails. Not me, you! Stop it! That's gross. A resolution is when a person resolves to accomplish a personal goal. For me, a personal goal would be to lose weight, to spend less, to save more. And I believe that if we were to take all of our New Year's resolutions and we were to boil them down to just one, I think that we would probably all have the same resolution. And that is, I resolve to be happy and to enjoy life more. Think about it. Why do you want to get healthy? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to start exercising? Why do you want to focus on your finances? It's because all of these things cause stress and they cause unhappiness. And what we want is to enjoy life. And enjoying life happens by thinking differently about resolutions. You see, I don't think that you need another resolution. I think what you need and what I need is a plan. You see, a resolution is simply a decision to do something. My decision is to improve my physical health. But a plan, on the other hand, is a detailed proposal on how to improve my health, which means changing my nutrition, drinking more water, exercising, and getting proper rest. For almost all of us, it's just the same stuff, different day, right? Now, that doesn't happen on purpose. We've just simply got ourselves into a routine. We get out of bed, we get ready for the day, maybe we have some breakfast, maybe we don't, but we always have coffee. As a matter of fact, I just got a French press for Christmas. And so I French press my coffee and have an excellent cup of joe before work. So we go to work, we put in our time, then we pick up the kids from school, pick them up from practice, come home, have another bite to eat, watch a little bit of TV, go to bed so that we can get up and do it all over again, right? Now, the only thing that a resolution is going to do is make you feel worse about yourself. And you don't need that. There's enough stuff in this world that makes us feel bad about ourselves the way it is. So I don't think that we need another resolution. What we need to do is we need to come up with a plan. You see, listen to me. God has given you some amazing spiritual gifts, some abilities, some strengths, some passion. You see, your life has meaning. Your life has purpose. God has created you for so much more than just a routine. But listen, that doesn't happen automatically. Paul tells Timothy, discipline yourself for the purpose of godliness. We've got to have an intentional plan to see change in our life over the next year. And if you've got that plan, put that in the comments below. And if you don't have a plan, then listen to me. Let me give you 3 universal areas that we all need to grow in. 3 areas that we can all discipline ourselves. Discipline your spiritual life. Spiritual growth does not happen by accident. You have to be intentional about it. Peter tells us to grow in the grace and knowledge of Jesus Christ. But we've got to have a plan to grow. It's not just going to happen because we're a Christian. It's going to happen because we're intentional. Be intentional with your relational life. Many of us, we just need to realign our most important relationships. We need to have Christ first, then our spouse, then our kids, then our work. And I think that most of us have that order flipped on its head. We're focused on our work, family, spouse, then Christ. Number 3, we need to discipline ourselves in our physical life. Do you remember what Paul said to the church at Corinth? He said that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. We're not our own. We've been bought with a price. Therefore, we ought to glorify God in our body. And we do that. We glorify God in our body by run away from little Debbie.
Run, Forrest, run!
If we wanted to add a 4th area to focus on, we would call that our professional life. You see, because most people dread going to work. But if you figure out what your strengths are, if you figure out what your passion is, if you figure out what your gifts are, then you don't dread going to work. You look forward to go into work, and that's what we want for you. This is going to be tough. We're going to have to make some challenging choices. And it's tough because everything worthwhile is uphill. You got to fight for it every day. And the problem that we have is that we got downhill habits. So getting started is the key. Accountability is the key. Listen to what Jesus said in Matthew. The kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed that a man took and sowed in his field. Now I want you to stop and think about this mustard seed, because this mustard seed has all the potential in the world, but there it is sitting on a shelf doing nothing until it's chosen, picked, and planted. And then when that happens, it becomes one of the largest of the garden plants, and the birds of the air come and make their nests in its branches. Listen to me. You have that potential. You have been chosen by God. You have been handpicked according to John 15. Chosen to bear fruit. Not just a little fruit, not just some fruit, but much fruit. Now that happens when we allow God to rule our lives and we cooperate with the Holy Spirit of God that is within us. And then when we do that, we not only have potential to bear fruit, but we also have the ability to bear fruit. But until we intentionally start, it's just potential sitting on a shelf. What I want to challenge you to do today is to make a commitment to grow in your spiritual life, in your relational life, in your physical life, and if you need to, in your professional life. And we're going to do it like this. In that comment section below, 2 words: I'm in. I'm in. We'll work on this together, holding one another accountable, because we grow better together. God bless.